Hello, communication class. My name is Joshua Powell, and I'm here to discuss why teenagers shouldn't be allowed to purchase aggressive video games. Imagine your kid, let's say 13, goes into a game store and purchases a game like Grand Theft Auto. You don't know that he purchased Grand Theft Auto, and let alone you don't know that he's been playing this game incessantly for 3 months. You find out from his school that he brings the guns in, he threatens his classmates in his classroom. What's your thoughts or feelings? I know my thoughts is that the government needs to create a new policy and when we can prevent our youth from portraying and mimicking actions and purchasing these violent video games. I'm interested in this topic because I know from a gamer perspective that these violent video games can have you mimicking and portraying the actions that they entertain. Because growing up, my game of choice was wrestling. And I know when me and my friends would link up, we would try to imitate and portray the action that we seen from our wrestling game we played. I believe that the U.S. Supreme Court should prohibit all teenagers from playing violent video games and allow them to not purchase these violent video games. During my speech, I will first discuss the problem with teenagers purchasing video games. Second and lastly, I will offer ways in which we can create new policies to restrict our youth from purchasing violent video games. In today's world, unfortunately, violence in video games has gone unnoticed. So much that we don't really push for laws to restrict the teenagers from purchasing these violent video games. I push for this because I believe that violence in video games imitates violence and it leads to aggressive behavior among teenagers. Aggressive video games should be prohibited because it promotes violence among the youth and it tends to lead to long-term aggressive behavior for teenagers and minors. According to Palmer Auto Medical Foundation, teenagers that plays aggressive video games, they tend to engage in fights with peers. Another key note is that people or teenagers that plays aggressive video games, they tend to react in a more hostile way than those who don't spend time playing aggressive video games.